Alright guys, so I finally got two more of my HGA submissions back. I know they're going through sort of a shit show over there, but I got these back and it wasn't that off from the timing. I think it took another 5 to 7 days on top of the 60 days it was supposed to be, but I think they also extended it on their website. But alright, so I've got two submissions here. Just unboxed it and put them to the side. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through these with y'all. Alright, so first up, there we go, starting with a 9.5. And that's Prism LaVisca. That was the no huddle, kind of a disco variation. So that was pretty awesome. Got 9.5 on corners, surface, centering. They got me on the edges, which I don't think I've said that enough times, that if they're going to get anything on your card, it's going to be edges. So alright, so there's that one. Next up, another LaVisca. Got another 9.5. On that one, it was everything but the centering, which when you're looking at this card, I still have no idea how they figure out the die cut centerings, because there's literally almost no reference lines on here, but it is what it is. I got a 9.5, so I really don't care. Unfortunately, when I sent all these off, I had high hopes for Trevor Lawrence and LaVisca Chenault, which that definitely did not pan out, but we'll give it a few years. All right, next up, LaMichael Pirine, which he unfortunately didn't play either this year, and I had hopes with the Jets and Zach Wilson. That didn't happen either. Let's see, 9.5s on the corners and surface, 9s on the edges and centering. Once again, this one's not a die cut, but I'm still trying to figure out how they determine the center margins on these cards, because there are no straight lines on there. But anyway, that's a select silver field level, so hopefully next year he comes back and does something, but it ain't happening this year. Alright, Clyde, unfortunately he's hurt at the moment. Let's see, 195, the rest 9s. Yeah, I haven't had the greatest luck on these Prism cards, because they were actually cut pretty poorly, so I get it. Anytime I ever see these, I kind of see the jagged edges on the back side. You can never see anything from the front just because the gloss kind of covers it all up. But alright, so 9. Alright, so this was the LeBron Prism. The only horizontal one in the set, I believe. I think it was a tribute card for Kobe, but got a 9 on that one. Everything but the corners. Let's see, the centering I guess was really off. It's an 8. That's alright. There's a 9, so I'm good with that. Alright, got a Herbert. 9.5. Everything but the edges on that one, which I'm good with. Panini's over here cutting with butter knives, so yeah, this is probably one of the lower cards you can pull for him, but 9.5, I'm good with it. I sent off 2 of them. This one was 195 off from getting a 9.5. So it looks like they got me on centering on that one. All right, and another LaVisca. 2 9.5s and 2 9.0s, edges and centering. The things they will always get you on. Last card in this sub was a LeBron. 2 9.5s and 2 9.0s. They got me on the surface and edges just a little bit, which on this card I get. Any of these cards that are glossy in the front and on the back, they're just straight cardboard. You're gonna see it on the back where they cut the jagged edges, so not surprised by that. Alright, cool. So that was the first submission. Stack these to the side. And on to the next one. Starting off with the pink Cole Kmet. I actually thought he was going to be one of the better tight ends this year, and that has not happened yet. But then again, their quarterback situation's not the greatest. So Not terrible, about the huge on that. Jalen Rager. Their situation's not as hopeful as I thought either. Got 195 on surface. 9.0s on the rest. Oh yeah. You can definitely see it right there. Okay. Good with that. CD Lamb base prism. 9.0s all around. Yeah, I can definitely see it there. Definitely see it right there on the edge corner. Yep, good with that. Spread these out. Next up, another CD base prism. 9.0s all around again. Oh yeah, that corner's messed up. Yep, definitely good with that. Herbert 9.0 debut mosaic. Got 9s all around except for that 185 on centering, which this is another one of those cards where I don't know how they determine the borders, but it is what it is on that. It wouldn't matter if that was a 9.5, it still would have been a 9 on this card, so I try not to bother with those things. If it's just one grade, there's no point in being pissed off unless it's going to change the overall grade. Okay, well that one's a 9.5. 9.5s all around except for edges, which fantastic Panini. I wouldn't expect any less. Yep, good with that. All right, so I guess I can try to measure out the centering on this card, see where that one was off. Got a Burrow 9.0. Now this one I could be upset about because I got 9.5s all around, and then I got an 8.5 just stabbed in there enough to drop my grade to a 9, or else this would have been an easy 9.5. And they got me on edges. I mean, you're definitely not going to see it from the front, but in the back, let's check it out. Oh crap. Yeah, the whole card is actually cut pretty well except for right there. I don't know if you're going to catch it on the camera, but you can see it right there. It's actually cut pretty jagged. Which, thanks a lot, Panini. That sucks. Otherwise, that was a pretty good card. Alright. We got another CD Lamb. Man, I must have had a lot of these base prisms. Swapped a 9.0 out for a 9.5 and one down to a 8.5. Overall grade's the same. Don't really care. And yeah, they got me 8.5 on the centering. That's kind of blatantly off, so I don't blame them on that. A little stack of CD9s over here. And our Hertz Mosaic Camo Pink. Got a 9.0 on that one. 2 9.5s and a 9.0. So they got me on edges and surface on that one, which I hate surface because sometimes, especially on these mosaic cards, there's so much going on that trying to figure out where it's either nicked or smudged. It's hard to tell unless it's on the back. Let's see. Yeah, it must have been on the front somewhere because the back looks pretty good. So they got me on edges, which if it's a Panini card, I already know there's something wrong with the edges somewhere. But yeah, that surface kind of sucks. It's a possibility I just didn't clean it properly because I didn't see it, or something else. There might be like a divot or a nick somewhere on that card. No big. All right, so overall, let's count these up. I got 195. So this order wasn't fantastic. The one before, I think, had a couple 9.5s. Let's see. Got that Herbert, got that LaVisca, got this LaVisca. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4 9.5s. out of about 18 cards. So it's not the best ratio, but once again, when you start talking about ratios and grading and stuff, you're just hoping you're getting a lottery ticket on getting a high grade, which that's not how it works. If your card's not good, it's not going to come back good. And I think most people refuse to accept that fact. And yeah, it's real easy to look at a card and be like, damn, that is perfect, but most people don't look at it under a magnifying glass. They're not accepting any of the small edge wear and any of that stuff. They're just expecting a 10, which I'm not going to get started on the whole situation about 10s aren't 10s really, but in reality, these 9.5s are as good as PSA 10s and possibly even better. Because they're gem mint. Once again, the grading scales are different with every company, so I'm not going to overly get into that again. But overall, I'm happy with the grades because I've looked these cards over. Anything they saw, I actually did see myself, so it's not like any of it was unwarranted. If they give you a 9 on centering, that one's pretty obvious to see right there, so it's not like they're doing it on purpose to you. And I get everybody wants a 10 so they can resell it or show it off or whatever, but your card's not a 10. If you crack half these PSA 10s, they're not 10s. You just got lucky that some guy looked at it, said it was okay, and slapped a 10 on there. So, alright, so that was my latest submission. I'm not trying to fanboy out for HGA. I do like the way they grade, and I know they're having problems over there because it's a new company and they're going to get a lot of shit all the time because they're going to mess up. It's a new company. That's what happens. I've operated my own businesses and we've messed up quite a bit, and it's just one of those things you work through. You're going to get flack for it, but as long as you work through it, you give the service back to the people. And that's the thing. If you take care of the people, if somebody got screwed or somebody got something wrong, if you take care of them, that's pretty much, I think, all business can do as they're growing and learning. So but at the same time, I'm probably going to send a few cards off to SGC just to check them out again. I wasn't happy with my initial, but since there's a lot of market acceptance with them, I might check them out again just to see how they do. In fact, for the hell of it, I may even do an experiment, crack some of these, send them off to SGC just to see if they grade them any differently, if they see something different. So the difference in scrutinization between the two companies. So I may just do that as an experiment as well, and I'll tape half of it as I'm cracking it, sending it off, and I'll tape the other half when they come back. So, all right, guys, that's my video for today. I'll see y'all next time.